Naive people are often so trusting of others around them that their natural innocence get them cheated or hurt. Naivete isn't a bad thing. It can help you to be more optimistic and entrepreneurial. Naivete is synonymous with innocence and inexperience. There is no shame in being naive, but it can lead you to poor decisions and bad relationships. To overcome this tendency of only seeing the good in others is why I want you to sit back and watch this video so that you can learn the mistakes that good girls make. Hello, welcome back to the Virtuous Voice with Oluwabusayo. Here we shall be dealing with the moral and ethical challenges being experienced in our world today. Our mission is to promote a deeper understanding of values that uplift society through purposeful discussions, thought-provoking content, and practical advice. Our aim is to be a beacon of light, hope, and compassion. If you're just coming across this channel, I welcome you. Do well to click on the subscribe button, like this video, share your own thoughts, and also share the video so that other good girls out there can learn from the content of this video so that they can apply to their life going forward, so that together we can have a balanced society. And thank you. So without much ado, let's dive straight into the content of the video. So in today's episode of Purposeful Discussion, we're going to be looking at 8 mistakes good girls make in relationship. Number 1, sometimes good girls tend to be naive. Just like I've discussed in the intro of the video, it is not out of place to be naive, but it can actually put you to make bad decisions and also have poor relationship. Good girls, sometimes they are inexperienced because of the values the society, their parents, the family has instilled in them. They have to just be pure and be chaste so that they can be adored and loved by their future spouse. So this is the only thing that they just put on their head. There is no room for other things. There is no room for other knowledge to actually set in. So as a good girl out there, please don't be naive because it will actually put you in bad relationship. Smart guys out there that read it from your face that this one is actually inexperienced. So they pounce on you. They pounce on you. They sell what you want to hear to you. They appear in the light of what you are looking for, who you are seeking. And that they lure you into relationship that will actually mar and destroy your future plans and goals for yourself. So as a good girl out there, I implore you to be wise. Be wise so that you can have good judgment of people, so that you cannot always only see the good in people, but you can have a balanced judgment. Be wise and also be open. Let there be room for more knowledge aside the only one that you've been drilled in. So, good girl tends to have the ability to change people. Yes, there are some good girls out there, they feel that, okay, because of my own character, because of my good nature, this person will change for me. If I go into relationship with this person, maybe the person is, maybe you are seeing a smoker or a drinker or an abuser. Good girls just believe that, okay, their good nature is going to change people. They date people to change them. Girl, you are not Jesus. You are not the Messiah. Don't have that tendency. Don't go about, don't say it around that, okay, because of my good nature, this person is going to change for me. You can't change people. You can't change people that don't want to change. You are only responsible for yourself. So if you are in a relationship with somebody that their own belief is not in line with your own, don't assume that in the future you're going to be able to change them. And also, as a parent, instill this into your girl child. Let them know that they cannot change anyone. You cannot change anyone. Good girl, you cannot change anyone. 3. Many good girls have this perfection syndrome that makes them to hide their hurts. Hey girl, nobody is perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to feel shame just because you've passed through an experience that hurts you. Do not hide your hurts. Hiding your hurts often leads to an uncontrollable burst in the future. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to hide your hurt. You don't have to hide your pain. You're not a perfect person. Nobody is perfect. So as a good girl, don't assume that uh, when you open your wound, when people knows what you've passed through in the past, that okay, you're going to be the topic of discussion, girl. No one cares. No one is after your life. If you want to live a fulfilling life, please don't hide your trauma. Heal from your past experiences. Heal from your past trauma. Don't appear too perfect. Be open to knowledge. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be a perfectionist. Good girl, take correction. You can't know it all. You don't know it all. Be open to taking corrections, constructive corrections from people. 4. Good girls are often afraid of not pleasing people. Good girls are always people pleaser. They don't want to be in the bad book of A. They don't want to be in the bad book of B. They're always striving to please C. It will get you to hurt yourself more. You have traumas, you have series of emotional breakdown. If you always want to be in the good book of every person, you cannot always please everyone. Don't appear too good. Don't be a nice person. Just be good. Just be you. You cannot please anyone. You cannot please everyone. When you do this for this, you are going to offend this. So you just go to get on in between. My dear girl, don't be people pleaser. 5. Good girls might alienate people. Some good girls are not open to any other form of discussions except their own belief, except their own idea and belief. Some good girls are not warm. Be warm and welcoming. Be an interesting person. Be wise and also have intellectual conversations. Number 6, some good girls also try to behave that they are not naive or they are not innocent around other people. Like, going out of your way to prove a point that, okay, you have experience in this topic of discussion, or maybe, okay, let me make it practical here. Maybe you are in the midst of some kind of friends and they are talking about, okay, we are going on a weekend date with some rich guys, and you're like, okay, yeah, in the past I have done this, something you've not done. So if you're a good girl and you find yourself trying to be who you are not in the circle of some people, then that circle is not for you. Don't try to behave out of character just to prove a point that you are aware of the topic of discussion, or that you've done this thing before. Do you get me? So as a good girl, don't try to behave out of character in order to prove a point. Number 7, good girls tend to have a knowledge-based assumptions. This means that once a good girl is convinced about something, now there is no other idea. Other ideas are not welcome. They're not flexible. They don't take in more, they don't take advice. They don't learn. They don't unlearn and they don't relearn. Some good girls, it is what is already in them. It's like a permanent marker has been used to write that belief in them, and so they're not going to change. So as a good girl, sometimes I want you to accept your wrong, open to correction, and also strive to be better. Finally, number 8, good girls tend to define themselves by their relationships. Fine, you are the governor wife, you are the pastor wife, you are an influential person's wife. Fine, you are Mrs. That person. It is fine to accept, but do not define yourself by your relationship. Who are you when that MRS is removed from your name? Who are you? What do you stand? What do you represent? What do you stand for? Yes, accept the relationship status. That is the new you now. That is your new status. You are Mrs. This person. But who are you? What do you stand for? What are you known for? What do you do? Find yourself by who created you and also your purpose in life. Thank you for watching today's episode of Purposeful Discussion. Like I said earlier, if you're just coming across this channel, do well to click on the subscribe button and also share our videos so that other people can also gain value. So that YouTube algorithm can recommend us for more people. We can give you more knowledge-based discussions like this. Thank you. My name is Oluwabusaya, the Virtuous Voice.